Kia ora everybody, Chris Farhi here, Bayleys Insights Data team. We've got Ankur Dakwale talking about the biggest news in New Zealand real estate. Now Ankur, a little slightly different location today.
Yeah, so we're on the ground floor of our Bayleys house. If you ever want to come visit, there's a really nice cafe here.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, go hard, get a coffee. Good lineup of content this week. We've got the latest REINZ housing market statistics, got some Stats New Zealand data on migration, snapshot of recent residential auction sales in the Auckland region, a bit of content global partner Knight Frank, and of course we've got the property of the week. So Ankur, first off, the REINZ released their latest housing market stats, month of August. What have we got on this?
Yeah, so REINZ came out with their latest stats, and there's been a noticeable pickup in the number of sales. So we've had about 5,500 sales in the month of August this year. If you compare that to August last year, when we just had just about 5,000 sales, so a noticeable jump on that front. In terms of the median price, it's slightly down. We're at $767,000 as a national median, and this is down from $770,000 in the previous month as well. If you look at the housing price index, this is up, and now this looks at the quality of housing as well as other factors as well. So this coming up sure tells us that the first home buyers, who are generally in that lower range, are getting more active.
It was also interesting, the regional spread. We seem to have pretty good activity across Auckland, Tauranga, Wellington and Christchurch. Hamilton a little bit slower, and then other regions a little bit of a mixed bag.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's quite refreshing to see some, stats returning to more sort of typical levels from 2017 to 2019. So super exciting. And then on the migration side, massive migration result for 12 months to July 2023. So Ankur, what have we got here?
Yeah, so we had nearly 100,000 people that have entered the country in the year to July 2023. Again, the majority of these people are coming from India, Philippines, China, South Africa and Fiji. So again, might not be able to buy as soon as they enter the country. So with the flow-on effects of the rental market.
Yeah, quite interesting as well, because there's obviously been the news coverage over the past couple of weeks around National Party and their plan to remove the foreign buyer ban. And then you've got this record migration coming in. So it could be some interesting stuff happening in the housing market. And initially we're just seeing a real tight rental market, which makes sense. And so next up, CoreLogic released their latest housing market chart pack for this latest month. This collects a whole bunch of different information from across the market in terms of the data that they collect. First interesting point, total homes listed for sale has been lower this year than last year, and they looked at a regional analysis of this, and it showed that Gisborne and Hawke's Bay were the biggest drops. Makes sense given the impact of the cyclone, and then the other two were Wellington and the Auckland region. And kind of makes sense in terms of the activity that we're seeing on the ground and the feedback from agents. And then Ankur, they also had their buyer classification data.
Yeah, so CoreLogic has a buyer classification category, and reinforcing that housing price index data, they have seen a noticeable jump in the first home buyer market and a trend down in the movers market. So the movers are where people are moving from one house to the other. 26% of recent purchases were by first home buyers, and 25% by movers, and 35% were by multiple property owners. So this is covering the investors, the second homes, the batchers, the etc.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting to see their data, which sort of breaks down their analysis and supports that theory that there's this pickup in first home buyers, and that's sort of leading that lower end of the market up. And we do wonder if that's potentially connected to the strength or sort of busyness of the rental market, and maybe some of the people that were renting just sort of getting fed up and looking for home ownership. So yeah, interesting. Next up, we've got our weekly sales snapshot. This snapshot's powered by the team from Bayleys Auctions, with a snapshot of recent residential auction sales in the Auckland region. It's a little bit of a tricky mouthful. But so Ankur, first up, we've got one in Remuera.
Yeah, first up we have 44 Kelvin Road in Remuera. This was coined tranquil and affordable in the northern slopes. 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom with a double garage. Again, on the northern slopes, minutes from the motorway, and it's sold for $1.725 million. It was sold by Lorraine Young from Bayleys in Remuera.
Yeah, then next up we've got 19D Arapuni Avenue in Onehunga, sun-kissed and a home to enjoy. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with double garage, located in a private right-of-way and located with easy access to main arterial roads and the airport. This one sold for $1.2 million, and that was sold by Lindy Lawton from Bayleys One Tree Hill.
Last up, we have a special one because it was an auction brought forward. We have 125 Warnock Street in Westmere. This is 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom on 515 square meters of land. Spacious and airy with a generous kitchen with plenty of space, located minutes away from Westland, Westmere Village and Cox's Bay. And sold for 2.36 million, and this was sold by Christina Cesaris from Bayleys and Ponsonby.
It's a good little collection there, and we've been watching some of the auctions down at Bayleys HQ, and noticeable pickup in the number of parties attending. A lot of bids going on, so yeah, it's been a nice step change from what we would have seen maybe 9 months ago. Next up, going offshore, our global partner Knight Frank released their latest ESG property investor survey for Q3 2023. And so, Ankur, what have we got in this one?
Yeah, this ties up nicely with Green Building Week as well. So this was coined regulation, disclosures, and commitments driving change. 77% of the investor sample have minimum environmental certifications now, and as a criteria for new acquisitions. And 58% of the investors are looking at either upgrading or repositioning the assets with poor ESG performances.
Yeah, quite interesting. And so we've obviously just had World Green Building Week. If you jump onto LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, possibly even TikTok, look up Bayleys Real Estate, you'll see a series of videos associated with that, just looking at some of the things that we've got underway at the Properties Bench by Bayleys Property Services. So finally, to wrap up, we've got our Property of the Week. So Ankur, what have you got for us this week?
Yeah, I've got a special one down in Pirongia. So I've got 46 Sherwin Street in Pirongia and the Waikato. This is a show home for sale in Pirongia. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on 2,511 square meters. The show home was built by Davies Homes. It's 8 minutes from Te Awamuru. So if you want to learn more, please get in touch with Angela Finnegan or Amy Vanderbroek from Bayleys in Hamilton.
Yeah, cool. And then for me, I'm heading down to Gore. So I've got 417 Terry Road in Gore in Southland. Your perfect lifestyle awaits. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom on 2 hectares, positioned on an elevated site capturing stunning views, recently finished with modern living and brand new appliances. And if you want to learn more about this one, contact Julie Mitchell from Bayleys Gore. Well, that said, we'll wrap it up here. So thanks very much, Ankur.
Thanks, Chris.
And we'll see you next time.
See ya.